save point here. One of these is a save point and the other is a teleporter. And apparently we briefly disconnected. Huh. Wonder what happened there. Any hooters. Oops, that's a teleporter. Whoa. The music stopped and now there's some eerie chanting. Umbrella! Okay. Ooh. Nifty. And there he is. Now, why the hell would they have the eerie chanting background going? Because there's literally no chanting going on. It's just him. And, like, one could maybe argue that he is chanting himself, but it sure doesn't sound like it. That is a terrible line. Just awful. Okay, that's funny, but it really doesn't seem appropriate. That should have been Slash's line. I bet you're just dying to use it. Just to make something clear, those dialogue boxes were timed. I did not press any keys there. Wow, he has some serious defense. water damage? Okay, do that. Ugh, so annoying. For a state basic attack, that was pretty good actually. And we got some fire attacks. Going back to water now. Okay. Better throw some healing on here. You know, oh, I don't want to do this. Physical attacks suck. Well, actually, no, they might not be as bad as I think. Let's see here. Oh, no, this one. Yeah, they suck. Oh, but they do cause barrier change. What? Oh, no, that's gonna be kind of useless in this battle. I'm not gonna bother. We're dealing with a mage. Like, an almost pure mage. Shadow damage. Don't have any of that. Oh, that left a mark. It wasn't a party effect. Huh. Shadow's the one thing we don't have right now. Alright, no, I'm gonna sit tight. Yeah, Frog, to be honest. You didn't change? Fucking geyser. You know what? Fire, okay. Oh, we're all wearing, lightning? I can do that. We're all wearing really this, I forgot. Now that Magus is watching, it's going, healing? That's new. Oh! Now the real fight starts. Excuse me a second, gotta report something. How does that stuff do now? Better. Tell. Whoa! Holy crap! Boy, they say his strongest attack. They're not kidding. Throw another one of those in a second just to be safe. I really dislike the fact that he has a nothing action. Why? At least have it do something minor. Spoiler, that animation and sound is actually for the magic wall spell. Why not have him actually cast a magic wall there? As a matter of fact, rather than this seemingly random, although I'll grant there is kind of a backstory reason for it, but as far as I know, there isn't any mechanical reason. Why not? Okay, I can think of something, but it's never explained, so let's not go there. Why not give the Grand Leon just magic magic dispelling properties. Have it eliminate any buffs. That way he'd have a reason to keep throwing magic walls, because every once in a while he's getting smacked around with the ground leon, which is dispersing his magic wall. That was very, very strangely easy. That's, I'm pretty sure, easily the 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 least trouble I've ever had against him. I don't understand. That's not a good sound. Bad timing. You mean you created? Ha! You fools! Even one so powerful as I couldn't create a creature of that magnitude. I am only summoning him. What is going on? Yeah, great. Here we find out that actually us and Magus are on the same side. If only we'd interrupted him a little bit sooner. Meep. Huh? More timed dialogues. Get a job. Strange dream. Oh, really? Interesting. Really? All three of them? Frog. uh, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that she actually got a little bit of help. Hurt bad. Chrono! Hmm? Yeah, that deserves some attention for sure. Let's see here. We'll keep Frog around for a bit. 186, 119. Swap Luca out for Ratless. God damn it. Actually, oops. I think I want to reorder them too. Let's see how we go here. 186, 8, yeah, definitely. Oops. Let's just do it this way. That's cute. Got any new shit? Actually, you didn't tell us. Somebody else does though. Green stuff, Magma Hand, Eon Blade. Well, we just barely got new weapons for everybody, so I think I'll wait on any of those for a bit. And they're still just selling ruby vests. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I might come back later just for the sake of completionism. Well, definitely gonna come back later, but hello. So rude. Do not like the looks of this. Oh shit. Disagree. They all have purple hair. I gotta wonder. Well, actually, we got a better view. No, it doesn't even show in that portrait. That sucks. Look at mess. Win and live, lose and die. Rule of life, no change rule. No man breathe but dead on inside. Oh, Arch. Can make big talk. We have no power. Have power? Fight, gain more power. Tactile. Go to Tyrannous layer? Take the fight to the enemy. Not a bad stratagem, actually. Take care, Ayla. I gotta wonder if they're like distantly related. They kind of act like it. Jackal nest, huh? Those rocks have eyes. We've seen that before, actually, haven't we? Schist. What a piece of schist. Oh, that's an interesting effect. Ahoy hoy. Bubble snap, huh? I might be able to check that out. Oh. Oh, okay. No, they're only slightly damage resistant. Oops. Not quite what I wanted to do there. Oh, it's actually not that big of a deal. Mesomail? Okay. Now let's see. We're not likely to see much in the way of fire at this point. So we can the ruby vests for now. What the hell is that in the sky? Thou goes forth alone. Yet another demise. Ayla have strong friends. And of course, we're limited to 3 again. Hey, check it out. Itchy. I'd forgotten that these two things were so close together. No, hold up a second. Ayla, there's somebody you should meet. Oops. Hello, isn't that a new form? Okay, hold up a second. We need to go back and get to do a fight. Oh wait, that's not gonna do any good. That's right, she's crap for this. Well, actually, well, okay. She is crap, but she's also a good heal bot. Problem is, Atlas is kind of Drek for this too. I'll give it a shot. Born before magic existed. I kind of want to say my ass to that. Oh, I should have put the movie best back on. Wait a minute. Do they have... Oh, hell yeah, they do have it. What? It's considered a physical attack? What a bunch of bullshit! Ow. Man, some of this stuff hurts. Oh yeah, great. Use another fire attack on somebody who's got a fire retardant armor on. Great job. Ah, darn. What he says right now? Nothing? How strange. Alright, so... maybe this isn't actually an act boss. Because you can't have two act bosses basically in a row. Who'd be the first act boss then? Hmm. Which one do we come in? There we go. Erase. What's up with the music here? Maybe turn surround sound off? No, that doesn't make any sense. I'll give it a try though. Is it? Maybe interpolation? No. Strange. Alright, I'm curious. Do this. Nope. Wow, it didn't used to sound like sound buffering. Nah, it doesn't need it. Is it the sampling rate? No. Okay, that's got to be the change of sound hardware. Because in the in the original version of this Let's Play, I was using a sound blaster. Well, there wasn't room for it in the new case I got some years between the two. That's the only explanation I have. I mean, I don't remember whether I was using Windows XP still at that point. So that could have something to do with it. I think I was using a different version of ZSNES as well. I don't know. Either way, the background music has gotten warped slightly. But it's only that one part. You know what? Let's see. Oh, the third eye. Right, that's definitely what they have, because she has such insane evasion anyway. Literally twice as good as anybody else. You know, let's go ahead and do that, actually. Let's see, not even gonna bother with doing Taylor Atlas, because theirs are set. And actually, Frogs is too. I'll go ahead and do him, because we're gonna replace the muscle probably eventually anyway. So go ahead and include them in the calculations. Yeah, he just has a deeper hit point pool than she does, despite having the same stamina score. Actually, no, there's really no point in including them. Yep, we'll stay the same. Wait a minute. Are we saying that mystics are descended from reptiles? That would actually make a lot of sense. Don't. It does not appear to be rational. I don't think she's acting rationally right now. Put end to this. Oh? Okay. Hmm? Okay. What did I say? Epic. Ooh. How peculiar. Okay. What, can you not get in there at all? Sarah Topper? Cute name. Yeah, I guess there just ain't no getting in there. How weird. Two, apparently. Now what did that open? Oh. Oh my. I want to see what the other exit gives us though. Oh, can you get there from here? No. Okay. Oh shit. Oof. Ahoo! Rock throw, falcon hit. Mmm. Whoa. Nifty. Nifty. Excellent. Whoop! Hello there. Oh my! I don't think we know what falcon or what rock throw is. At least basically. Oh, cave apes are. Oh jeez! What a dick move! Oh yeah, the almighty chuck ya. Holy crap, that hits hard. Oh. They repopped. How interesting. Damn. Whoa, another crit. Holy shit. Heal beam? Ooh. Oh, darn it. Azala. Have we ever heard the name Azala before? I don't remember. Unnatural selection? Wait a second. Hold it. That almost has to be a mistranslation. Unless the Great Visible is somebody we've never met. Defense power up when attacked. Oh, that's great. Owie! Spam Volt Bite, I guess. It's a... Oh, not quite a lone volcano, okay. Oh, hell yes. Hey, that's shut. That's probably opening the gate there. No real need for that save point here. What's up with that? Fun. That looked like it dropped right down on me. Ugh. we have to? Why does this have to? Why does this have to be there can be only one? I'm pretty sure there's space enough on this planet for both parties. You silly apes. What the? Oh dear. Okay, third eye, not going to be very useful. What do we do instead? Rage Band is kind of tempting. You know what? Yeah, why not get a free attack in every now and again? Ooh. Oops. Wow. Alright, attacking the Black Tyrannous pointless. Azala's really physical resistant. What a pain. No, Azala's just resistant to everything. Well, I guess that's one use of a teleportation skill. Nah, you know what? Heal. Ooh, nice. Except it's useless, but nice. Heal bot. cheating. You notice I don't do it because I made the wrong choice. I do it because I didn't do what I wanted to do. You know, I actually don't care that much. Oh great, do we need to put on a timer? No. Remove defense and destroying power. Yeah, definitely remove defense. Ah, free hit! Ooh. Oh, can't rock throw apparently. And he's out of max cyclone range. That sucks. This is probably she, come to think of it. Would fit the pattern. That's about equivalent, I think. Ooh. Alright, yeah, that hurts. That's 660 and this too. 422. No, it's actually better. Huh. God, why is Max Cyclone gotta be such a useless attack? Hmm. Begin the MP for not half again the damage, I would think. No, it is about half again. Hmm. It's fine. Hmm? Oh. You don't say. You literally don't say. You never said a word about it. Oh. That makes sense. So now this does what? $940. Whew. Yeah, that's totally not worth it. There it is. Of course. Impossible! Ayla named it. All right, Dactyl. You know, hurry. Wait. Nonsense. What a bunch of fatalistic flim-flam. They think like that. No wonder they lost. Yeah, I think it's a sound card actually. It just has problems with certain types of surround sound action. Whoa, that is a really wide angle view. Okay. Maybe? Curious. Nope, okay. What? I think it's a little too early to reach that conclusion, Atlas. Uh, maybe? Question. Ayla's not guest flagged anymore. Five, four, charm? Oh my. He's a up to 6 already! Chrono is so broken! I mean, okay, no... Okay, Chrono is not inherently broken. Well, no, he is a little bit. He's barely broken. What makes him completely broken is the fact that you can never take him out of the party. By the end of the game, he is... Okay, he actually gets slightly less broken at the very, very end of the game. But, like, just before that, he is completely broken because he's an excellent physical attacker. He's a competent magical attacker. He's fast as fuck. He's literally the single fastest character in the game, and it's not even close. Well... Okay, I have to back up on that a little bit. It is close. Ayla is almost as fast as he is. I mean, you see, we got 14 versus 13 here, and that doesn't change much. But Chrono has among the best magic in the game, among the best physical attacks in the game, probably the single most broken ultimate weapon. It is absolutely insane. I mean, you could make an argument for Lucas being more broken. The thing about it is that in order to make that thing properly broken, you have to pair it with a certain accessory. Otherwise, it's let's just call it inconsistent. there's everybody else. Their ultimate weapon is either just good or conditionally broken. You have to do something. You have to do something with it in order for it to be truly broken. Chronos is just broken. And check this out. Marl's ultimate weapon is just good. Nothing special about it. It's just good. Ayla's a monk. She actually, believe it or not, for those who don't know, she actually does get permanent upgrades to her fists. It's very strange. And they are extremely powerful. The problem is, in a normal non-plus game playthrough, you're pretty much never going to see it unless you grind the shit out of her. And actually, okay, in order to get her upgraded all the way, you have to grind to hell and back. Because it doesn't show up until, like, level 80? Maybe even higher? And unless you grind some, you're probably not going to get above 50. Unless you grind a lot, you're probably not going to get above 65 or so. Like, you do everything without grinding, you might hit 50. Like, if you do everything, you go out of your way. Well, okay, not go out of your way, but you make sure to hit every possible fight without going out of your way. You notice you noticed how I tend to dodge fights a lot. One, that's me kind of showing off. Like, look, I can go right past this fight. See that? It takes a little bit of skill, you know. Not a lot, but a little bit. And two, it's also me imposing a small amount of challenge on myself because, you know, been through this game a few times. But if you don't do that, if every time you go, if you're going through an area anyway, and you make sure to hit every fight you possibly can, 50 is realistic. 60 might be possible. I'm not really sure. So like, it's not out of the question that you'll see her first upgrade. She has two, but the second one, not without grinding like a beast. Alice is a weird case. Am I missing anybody? Well, there's an optional character. I will avoid spoiling it, even though everybody knows, because who knows, maybe somebody's watching this and they've never played before. Matter of fact, that was the couple people who came raiding last week. They never played it before. I don't know how much information they looked up on it, but they never played it before. His has the okay, one, it's good. It's unexceptional, but good. But it powers up significantly whenever one or both of his teammates are down. So for him to really hit as hard as he possibly can, which is frankly not that relevant because he has literally zero physical techniques. But it still is a thing. In order for him to reach his maximum physical power, he has to be solo. Atlas has two things that can arguably be considered his ultimate. One of them is just good. The other is okay. The other is abusable because it's coded wrong. What it's supposed to do is to power him way in the hell up when he's at super low health. As a matter of fact, I would. Well, no, you power. He's supposed to be powered way the hell up when he's in critical health. The way they actually coded it is that its power is based on the last digit of his hit points. Now, just to, I guess, put it in perspective, maybe? No, that's not quite the right word. But anyway, this does not sound bad in and of itself. This doesn't sound abusable at all. But the way it's actually coded is that okay, it sounds slightly abusable, but also not really how it's meant to be. Just but here's the thing. The hit point stat has a cap on it. And that cap is 999. You see the abuse here? All you have to do is max his hit points out, which is not hard to do. And keep him healed up. And he hits like a dump truck. Like dump truck, nothing. He hits like a freaking locomotive. He has easily the most. Okay, I don't know what Ayla's final upgrade looks like in terms of damage. It's pretty good, I can say that much. But in terms of effort and consistency, that weapon has easily the highest damage output on standard attacks. The amount of damage he does with a 9 in the ones digit of his hit points in that with that weapon equipped is absolutely nuts. It's like twice as he hits like twice as hard as anybody else normally. And this is a character that's supposed to be a tank, not a DPS machine. And it does translate at least somewhat to his physical techs. So he can output just absolutely crazy levels of damage with that thing. Lucas has a pretty high average damage. By itself, it's again just good. It's it's ultimate weapon level, maybe even actually a little less. It's roughly what you would expect in terms of average damage from an ultimate weapon. The thing of it is, it has a massive spread. It's like if everybody else is rolling a d20 for damage, she's rolling percentiles. Think about that. She could do 4 times the damage of anybody else. She could also do nothing. Now, there are 2 endgame accessories. If you equip one of them, it helps a lot. There's one that just raises her weapon power just flat out. I think raises the floor. And I think it says just weapon power up, and I've never quite been able to tell because I never use it for long enough whether it just raises the floor or if it raises everything or if it shrinks the range and raises the average a little bit or what. But the other one raises the floor significantly, shrinks the range some, leaves the top end pretty close, and I believe that also raises her crit rate by a ton. So yeah, she could actually output some decent damage in the end game with that combination of equipment. That's the thing, combination. So okay, Atlas has a choice between a just generically good weapon and something that requires he be maxed out, requires his hit points to be maxed out to have consistent massive damage output. Morrow has one that's just good. Ayla is a monk, so yeah. The optional character to get any kind of insane damage out of it has to be solo. And he's not really there for, physical damage anyway. Oh, Frog. Well, you're actually looking at his ultimate weapon right now, sort of. You have to go and get it unsealed, essentially. But again, to reach its true potential, he has to be using the Hero's Medal. So again, it's its full power requires an accessory. It requires an extra equipment slot. It's worth it, I'll tell you that much. The one thing that I really dislike about the battle engine here is that you can't crit on techs, which really screws up the potential damage. It really screws up the damage potential for Frog in particular. But now, that's actually a good lead into what I was saying about Chrono, how he's just so completely broken with it, how his ultimate weapon is just so broken, because it is basically the Grand Leon without needing the extra equipment slot. With his ultimate weapon, he literally has I believe it's a 60% crit rate, flat, with no extra requirements. Why? I mean, is he designed to be easy mode? I mean, to avoid spoilers, I won't say I won't say why that makes a certain amount of sense. But I mean, if he wasn't, he'd be pretty fun to use. He'd be as fun as anybody else to use. But he's so broken. I mean, if you just made him mid in terms of magic damage, he'd be a lot more fun. Or if you took away the ultimate weapon, or made it. I never even thought about that fact that the Rainbow Saber and the Grand Leon are literally the same thing, except that one needs an extra equipment slot. I mean, I think the numbers are slightly different, but semantics. Or if you could take him out of the party during the main phase of the game. Then you could prevent him from growing so fast, which only helps so much, but gods. No, that's the main thing is that he's just too good at everything. He's too good at everything, and he's got an absolutely stupid ultimate weapon. I mean, shit, I've beaten Final Fantasy VII, but I'm like not exactly an expert on it. So somebody else who is, maybe chime in here. I'm pretty sure that Cloud is not nearly as broken as Chrono is. From what I remember, he's pretty well balanced against everybody else, especially since you don't have to worry. You don't have this whole technique problem. You can move. Okay, limit breaks are a thing. He gets his limit break real easy. I can give that a pass. He is the protagonist after all. And then we're not talking about things that you're using constantly during battle. We're talking about something that you're only using once in a while during battle. A long battle, you probably use it a few times. But you're not going to be using it every freaking round. Like you are Chrono's techniques. But somebody who is more familiar with the intricacies of Final Fantasy VII, check me on that. Uh, where was I? Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break here, put some food on, put some laundry on. I'll be back.